Well, I think if, for all the therapists listening or the clinicians that influence people, the coaches that influence people, I think a great book to read is a book called Talent Code by Daniel Boyle. And he speaks to myelin and myelination and how our body adapts to neural stress. And long story short, we do patterning over and over and over again. Our neural signal gets thicker with myelin, which means it transmits faster. So if you think of like a baseball throw, okay? So you throw a baseball, you get good at it at age 10, you start getting a lot better at age 13. By the time you're 19, the myelin from your brain to all the muscles that contribute to the throw is very thick, and that thick myelin transmits a very fast signal. Now, unfortunately, according to Daniel Boyle's research and thought process, the fastest way of becoming the second best in the world, to go from the best to the second best, the fastest way is to not do your thing for a month. You do it for a month, your body down-regulates that myelin, meaning you operate slower with what you are really good at. So for any athlete to be involved in their sport at some level early in the game is so huge. And so in his book, he'll speak to the little gym deep in Russia that has produced more female superstars in the tennis world than any other gym in the world. And he'll talk about how they'll do a half hour of slow, like almost yoga-esque tennis, for the first part of the session. And so I think as therapists, we can learn from that. And we can get athletes involved in their sport at a very low level, but bring in those patterns of whether it's a golf swing or whether it's a baseball throw or whether it's bring at a very low level. So we'll do it for baseball, we'll do towel throws. Take a towel, go through that motion. And when you do that motion, you activate the neural signal that protects that pathway. And if it is a football athlete, you're doing really kind of slow motion cutting, which is actually just a lateral lunge. We're doing the pattern that they are insanely good at. And when we do that early in the process, we protect the nervous system, which allows for a very rapid return. And if we say, no, you can't do that for 2.5 months, okay, now you can start it. It's going to take a long time for them to get good at it again. And I think the sooner we start it at a very low level, the better from a nervous standpoint.